What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video with Everything's Terry, baby. Blessings. Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody be safe, and I hope y'all have a happy New Year. I'm definitely going to have a good New Year, and I wanted to make sure I get these couple videos out for y'all. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 non-horror films of the year. These are definitely films I definitely want y'all to go check out, and don't miss them. Because if Little See the Don is telling y'all to go watch them, these are some movies you definitely want to go see. First off, I want to give off some honorable mentions because it was a lot of great movies this year. I want to shout out Power Rangers Once and Always because you all, growing up, I was a huge Power Rangers fan. It was heartfelt to me. It gave some great moments. So especially if you was a Power Ranger fan growing up, I didn't forget about that movie this year like a lot of people did. So definitely check out the new Power Rangers movie that came out if you forgot about it. The Little Mermaid was also a good film. I wouldn't say it was great, but it could have cracked the top 10 if it wasn't a lot of other real good movies in the this year. But trust me, The Little Mermaid, I liked some of the songs, and a lot of people said it's giving it like a bad rep. Trust me, The Little Mermaid was not as terrible as people try to make it out to be. I love that Kiss the Girls. I love that song, and it didn't disappoint with as far as that song. The movie didn't disappoint. The movie wasn't bad at all. Definitely shouting out Little Mermaid was an honorable mention. Barbie. Barbie was also a good movie. All these people got all these toxic comments about Barbie and all that. I don't know what people's problem is with women when it comes to women in movies and all that. Kill that noise. If it wasn't for women, you wouldn't be here. But I ain't gonna get too much into that. But Barbie was definitely a good movie, and it could have cracked the top 10 if it wasn't for all these other movies that came out this year. Then you got the Super Mario Brothers. You guys, I love this movie. I love this. This was in my top 10 for a huge amount of the year. This was in my top 10. When you had Bowser's and he was singing the Peaches song, he was in love with Peaches, 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 Peaches. Oh my God, I loved it. Bowser was great when he set the little Goomba on fire. When he spoke, when he was supposed to be spoken to, Bowser set him on fire. That was awesome. The way Mario was trying to go through the gauntlet and he couldn't get through it. And they even got a video game coming out based off the character of Miss Peaches, the version that was in this game. And Miss Peaches, huge fan of Miss Peaches, huge fan of this movie. I loved it. If you didn't like this Mario movie and you a Mario fan, I don't know what's wrong with you. Mario almost cracked the top 10. Equalizer 3, huge Denzel Washington fan. Equalizer 3 almost cracked the top 10, but not quite. But it was a good movie, and I'm definitely going to watch the Equalizer 3 over. Check out the Equalizer 3. Elemental, you guys. Elemental is a great movie. It's not animated, but it's kind of like kind of like animated, kind of, but it's a real good movie. It has something to do with like, it has themes like opposites attracting, and it got something to do with like water and fire and earth and stuff like that. It's a real cute movie, and it got one of my favorite songs of the year in it. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. If you check the movie out just for that, definitely check out Elemental. That's my favorite song of the year from any movie. Elemental, check it out. Almost cracked the top 10. That was a good movie. And this next movie definitely almost cracked the top 10. It was Transformers Rise of the Beast. You guys, Transformers Rise of the Beast was a good movie. I ain't gonna spoil the end. At the very end, how they connected it with something else that I'm a real big fan of. It was a big connection at the end that just made the movie come full circle and made it even more of a good movie. If it weren't for these other movies I got in my top 10, this movie Transformers Rise of the Beast would have been in there. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much. Let me go through my top 10 real quick. I'm gonna kind of speed it up because I don't want to waste y'all time. I know everybody want to enjoy their New Year's if you're watching this now, or the New Year might be over depending on when I put the video out. But coming in at number 10, You People. Man, I heard so many people ragging on this movie. It got Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Who don't love Julia from the Seinfeld? Come on, Seinfeld show. I love her character in this. It's racy. It got race jokes and stuff that don't go too far and offend people. It has a big focus and theme when it comes to like race and dating outside your race and stuff like that. It's you guys, trust me, it's a great movie. Y'all definitely want to check out You People. It also had Nia Long in it and Mike Epps. At least watch it till you get to the scenes with Mike Epps in it. Mike Epps was hilarious. I don't see why people don't like this comedy. You People was a great comedy with Eddie Murphy, and especially when Mike Epps get to telling Eddie Murphy about himself. Say, man, you used to be doing this and doing that, and you trying to stop this man from marrying your daughter. Man, kick rocks. But yeah, You People, definitely a good movie. Coming in at number 9, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Can't wait to Part 2. Is this one character in there? I don't think that character. I don't want to say too much, but this was a good ending too. Get you ready for Part 2. The action in it, Tom Cruise. Come on, man. You know Tom Cruise be coming through. And this was actually one of the movies that's a big franchise that did not flop. With all the franchises flopping this year and all that, Mission Impossible delivered. It had action. It had some great characters that I ain't gonna mention because I don't want to spoil too much. But if I was doing this is a movie I would do like a deep dive and a review on just to talk about certain characters that I liked in this movie. And the action was great. You guys definitely Mission Impossible cracked my top 10. Mission Impossible number 9. Coming in at number 8 is a movie I just checked out recently. A lot of people got this as their number 1, but I couldn't put it above these other movies. And that's number 8, Godzilla minus 1. You guys, to be honest, it's a lot of Godzilla movies I still haven't checked out yet. But this one had emotion. It had the characters that you started caring about. And even though Godzilla was like the main attraction to this movie, you came out of this movie caring about the characters, and the characters ended up being just as much of an attraction to the movie than Godzilla was. And you ended up feeling for these characters. And it's almost like a weird sense like, man, I love you, Godzilla, but I don't want you killing these people off. You really cared about the characters. So the emotion of it, me being a Cancer and emotion and all that, is what made me love this script. By the end of it, it's 2 hours and something long. And I still enjoyed it. Just like another movie on this list that we're going to get to. But I definitely had to put it on here. But the reason it couldn't get higher is because I love some of these other movies just a little bit more. But Godzilla minus 1, definitely on the list at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I don't care what nobody say, Fast X, baby. Fast X is on this list. It was on this list towards the beginning of the year or the middle, whatever, whenever it came out, and it ended up staying on this list. I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan, and this movie did not disappoint to me. Man, rest in peace to DMX. I wish DMX was still alive. I would have loved to see somebody like DMX in the next one. Man, I ain't gonna lie, even like getting like a Nas in here, man. Van Range, man, it's Wesley Snipes, man, it's all types of characters you can get in on a Fast X franchise. But one of my favorite characters, Michelle Rodriguez, was in this, and oh my God, I loved. Once I seen Michelle Rodriguez was in this, bruh, I was gonna check this out anyway. Huge fan of Michelle Rodriguez. It was a joy to see her in this. It was a joy to see the action. The main bad guy, he was funny. Man, I don't see why people didn't like this movie. I loved it. Man, John Cena and all of them. Oh my goodness, man. Now, man, I seen this earlier. I think John Cena, man, I hope John Cena is in this, because if he ain't, everybody gonna roast me. But everybody that was in this movie was great. I haven't had a chance to watch it again, but it definitely stuck with me, and it's staying in my top 10. Fast X at number 7. Coming in at number 6, you guys, was a movie I just watched a couple of days ago, and it ended up being in my top 10. And number 6 is The Iron Claw, the Von Erich brothers. It's a story, and me being a person that loves wrestling, I was drawn towards this movie because of that. But when you watch the story, it's not just about wrestling. The whole story ends up being a theme about these brothers and this family that come together, and it's really emotional. And it was 2 hours and something long, but this is the one movie on the list. When it went off, I wanted to start it all over again, the whole 2 hours, and watch it over. And the way that the main character delivers his line. This line he delivers at the end of the movie, you guys. Watch this movie just for that line at the end, because that line is one of the most emotional lines of all time. You just ain't got no soul if you listen to this guy. You say what he said in this movie at the end and you don't start crying. I instantly started drawing tears, bro, because that line that he said at the end when it come to family and stuff like that was tragic, man. And it's a movie I'ma always remember, and it's a movie I'ma definitely probably go back to every year. The Iron Claw really surprised me. Watched it a couple days back, and it ended up on my top 10 list. So, oh my goodness, I could talk about this movie forever. The Iron Claw, man. What a great movie. Round of applause. Number 6, Iron Claw. Number 5 comes before it, though. Number 5 is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's just a feel good movie. And it's a movie about a young girl that's going through things that young girls go through, and growing up and learning about certain things, and trying to maneuver through different family members that got certain beliefs and all that, while she's struggling to get through her own beliefs. And it's like a feel good story. It's a learning story. It's a puberty story. Trust me, you guys, a lot of people don't talk about this movie, but definitely check this out. Some of my friends like Jalissa and Kirsten and Crystal, Brookie Brooke, all y'all, trust me, if it's one movie check out on this list, y'all daughters, if y'all got daughters, they will love this movie. This was a great movie, trust me. Number 5, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Might be my favorite movie on this list. Number 5. Coming in at number 4 was another heartfelt movie. Number 4, Sound of Freedom. You guys, Sound of Freedom is it's a great movie. It's basically about this guy. I don't know if he was in the army or something, but he ended up going to this other country and basically freeing kids that's are abducted and are taken into like uh trafficking and stuff like that. And he basically goes through situations where he's trying to go back to this certain country and free the kids, and he runs into roadblocks, of course. But towards the end of the movie, you just start seeing like he gradually gets more and more done to try to help these kids. And it was a character in this film that, oh, they played the part so good. I was so pissed because I couldn't believe that this would be the type of person that would be helping groom these kids and things of that nature. And it was like, oh my God, it was gut wrenching to see all this stuff that go on in these different countries like that, and to see the exposure that they got. You guys, this was a great movie. So definitely make sure y'all check out Sound of Freedom. Number 4. Number 3, as much as I love them heartfelt movies and all that, Little T the Don love is action, baby. And at number 3, John Wick Chapter 4. I ain't even gotta say nothing about this movie, bro. I could really just move on for real, cause y'all know the business. Come on, man. John Wick. This movie was great. It was a character in here with a dog. He was a beast. John Wick was a beast. I don't care if he fighting the sun or if he fighting Bayonetta, a video game character, Kratos, a video game character, or what. I'm still watching this shit. This shit is good. John Wick definitely was in my John Wick could have been number 1. John Wick Chapter 4 was that fucking awesome, good ass movie, and definitely went into my top list. Man, the fighting scenes was incredible. I love this damn movie. Can't say too much more about it. John Wick Chapter 4. If somehow you ain't seen this, I don't know what you're doing. Check it out. John Wick Chapter 4. And number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Oh my goodness. This was a great it's the way the animations is for this film, and the way the storytelling is, and the way that the characters interact. You guys, this is a great movie, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. The way all the different Spider-Mans is injected into this, man, you can't say enough about this. Even people who don't like animations and movies and stuff like animated movies and stuff like that. Check this out, y'all. I guarantee once you get into it, you will love this movie. It got heart, it got soul, it got action, the dialogue, the characters, everything about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is awesome. Definitely check it out. And that's why it's my number two. But number one, let me sit this paper down, bruh. Number one. And it was my number one since close to the beginning of this year, and it never changed. My number one for favorite movie of the year, top 10 best movie of the year, Dungeons and Dragons, baby. Honor Amongst Thieves. My girl Michelle Rodriguez is in this movie too. She in two of my favorite movies of the year. I'm not gonna say too much about my number one because I want you to go and watch it. Great action, great human emotions, a good storyline, a good adventure. It's funny, like it's witty, like you can go along with the story, and who this is a movie you can put on, and whoever in the room could get laughs out of this and will say, "Damn, that was a damn good movie." Just like I did with my number one horror movie. Y'all can go check that out. Both of my number ones on both of these videos, you can put it on, and anybody that's sitting in the room will love it. And that's Megan, and that's Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons was a hell of a movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it now. Number one movie of the year. It don't get enough love. I heard it in a couple people's honorable mentions, but bruh, what more do you want? The action scene towards the end, great. The main bad guy in here, the main villain, was great. The cinematography, the effects, the magic. Go watch this movie. Oh my God, I'm still thinking about it. It was a great movie, but that's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a happy new year. I love y'all. Praying for everybody, and that's it. My top 10, y'all. But I'm going to go on and get on out of here. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what's y'all top 10 movies and what's y'all favorite movie of the year. I'm Little T the Don, and I'm signing off. Happy New Year's. Peace.